I'm John Daniel from ZenithQuest. In this video, I am going to show you how I built an AI-powered analyst tool that takes Amazon vendor central data, three simple CSV files, and produce a complete GPT analyst report in under 60 seconds. No spreadsheets, no manual work. So let's get into it. The problem is the tool is built for Amazon vendor agencies, account managers, and e-commerce business owners. Every week, Amazon gives them three separate data files like sales, inventory, and traffic. This is just for an example purpose. Okay. So right now, they open all three manually, copy numbers into the spreadsheets, so spot problems by eye, and write a client report. That entire process takes 3 to 5 hours every single week. That's the problem we are solving. Okay. So now I will show you what these three files look like. Okay. The sales report tells us how many units were sold and what revenue was generated both this week and last week. The inventory report tells us how much stock is left and how much weeks before a product runs out. The traffic report tells us how many people visited each product page and how many actually bought. All three files share one common column, that is ASIN, Amazon System Identification Number. We will be calling as Amazon Unique ID. Going forward, I will use this word that represents ASIN. That's what we use to connect all the three data sets. Okay, I will show you the data sets now. Okay, so whatever I have said, like this is the sales. Okay, so I have mentioned all the columns over there. You can check it, and the details are available in the means I have given the GitHub link in the description. Okay, so all the what are the input files, all the things will be available there. Okay, if you go into this data part and how to execute this, what it does. Okay, so this is for okay, and the same. This is for inventory. Okay, like report week sellable and next is like traffic. Okay, so these are the things. So the next part is, so what is the solution, right? The like how it was before and how it was after. Okay, so before the three files, manual calculations were done, problem spotted by eye, report written in Word, like 3 to 5 hours. But after this bot, we can drop the files in. Okay, like the pipeline runs automatically. GPT-4 writes the full report within 60 seconds, that too every week. Okay, so let me show you how exactly this is done. Okay, so this is the pipeline. Okay, so it runs in 5 steps. Like steps one, that is ingest, that loads all the three CSV files and validates they exist or not. And the step two is the cleaning part. It strips white spaces, remove duplicates, fills any missing values with zero. And step three, it join. Okay, that means it merges all three data sets into one master table using the Amazon Unique ID as their common key. And step four is the metrics part. It calculates the 10 business KPIs, including week on week sales. We used to mention as WOW, right? That is week on week sales, and revenue and the traffic changes. And the step five is like flagging. Okay, that applies any risk rules, like 8 risk rules, and assigns a flag count to every product. The higher the flag count, the more urgent that product needs attention. Once all 5 steps are done, GPT take over and generate the analyst report. Okay. So the next part now we'll be doing a small demo. Okay. This is with the help of Streamlit, because like this is built mainly for the business owners and account managers like Amazon agency owners, e-commerce business owners, anyone who needs insight without writing a single line of code. You just run one command and it opens in your browser automatically. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I will explain it in detail later. Okay, so here is the part. Okay. So this is my coding part actually. Okay. So all the details are over here. I will explain it later. Okay. And it is there in the GitHub code also. So this is the Streamlit. Okay. So see, yeah, it opens a web page like AI retail analyst, Amazon ventral control. Okay. So on the left side, you can see three upload buttons. Okay. Like one for each CSV file. Okay. We need to just drag and drop the sales report, inventory, and your traffic report, whatever I have shown. Okay. So here I'll be updating the sales. Okay. Here I'll be updating the inventory. Here I'll be updating the traffic. Okay. And I'm just clicking the run analysis. Okay. So pipeline complete, we got the, see, it is giving you the portfolio summary, right? So it like, means like in the background it is cleaning the data, joins the three files with the help of that unique ID and calculating all the KPIs. So now you are seeing, right, the portfolio KPIs at the top, right? Amazon unique ID, what are the Amazon unique ID, and the total revenue, week on week revenue changes, and how many products have been flagged. Okay, these are the things actually. And down also you can see the table, right? Like unique ID, Amazon by revenue, and what are that has been flagged. Okay, this is with the revenue, and this is how it has been flagged with the help of the unique ID. Okay, showing every at-risk product with its issues and listed clearly. Okay, the important point is the below one, the GPT analyst report. Okay, so this is the gives the full analyst report here on the bin that gives the executive summary, right? Like what are the flagged ones. Okay, we will look into his detail. Okay, so this is the ID, this is the product, USB charging HubSpot. Okay, and like a business owner or account manager can read this and exactly know. Okay, and you can come to know what has been flagged and what immediate action to be taken. Okay, this is important. Okay, it mainly helps the business, right? This is important for them. And we can download the just hold on. This also same thing, whatever you will be seeing there, you can see over here. So you can see, right, executive summary flagged in the analysis and immediate action list. All these things you can see over here. Okay, this is one part. And now next we'll be going to, this is the REST API. Okay, like this is mainly for the developers and AI engineers who are watching. If you want to integrate this pipeline into your own application, website, or any internal tool, we will be doing like this. Okay, so for non-techies, it will be looking difficult to understand. Okay, so same, I'll be going to this code. We'll be taking, this is the command for the FastAPI. Okay, so we'll take this. Since we have closed it, the connection as okay. So it will come over here. Okay, so this is called the UVCon command. Okay, it will show the local host that with a particular number, it depends on system. We used to say Swagger UI. Okay, the fast API generates this automatically. Okay, So now I'll be going to this post part, okay, and try it out, right? So it will be asking out. I'm updating the sales same way. Inventory, traffic, okay, and then I will be executing it. Okay, so you will get a clean JSON response, JSON response. Okay, that gives the portfolio summary. Okay, that gives the same thing, which non-techies may not be able to understand. Here it gives everything. Okay, what is that number and what is the product? Okay, what is the flag count and issues, and the full GPT-4o, right? Here, if you look over here, insights, right? Full analysis report is here. Okay, and you can download here also. This is one of the way. Okay, a developer can now take this JSON and build whatever they want on the top of it, like a custom dashboard or for Slack alerts, weekly automated email reports, or anything. Okay, so we have done this part also. So now here comes the output. Okay, so as I already said, that this is we are giving it in a brief way. Okay, so in the output, it has three sections. Like one is the executive summary, two or three sentence on a overall portfolio health, like total revenue, week on week change, what went well, and what needs attention. And the section two, that is like flagged Amazon unique ID analysis. For every product that triggered a risk flag, a GPT explains what issues were detected and why it likely happened based on the data pattern, and gives specific recommended actions. Okay, and the third part is like immediate action list. The top five things the account manager should do this, each with a specific ID. Okay, the metric that is off and the exact action to take. The report is saved automatically to the output folder with a timestamp. Okay, so and you can also download it directly from the Streamlit. We did both. Okay, here if you look over here, see we have got with the timestamp. The same part, executive summary. What is the means of flagged ASIN means, as I said, Amazon system identification number, the unique ID, and here the immediate action list. Okay, so now we will go into deep with one example. Okay, see if you look over here, okay, real example, what gets flagged. Okay, uh, just for understanding purpose. Okay, I took this one. Okay, B07, this one, USB-C charging HubSpot. Issues detected, traffic drop, inventory risk, low in stock rate, likely causes, and recommended actions, increase marketing efforts, so and so, right? Same thing that was given over here. Okay, like the highest risk product in the for the portfolio of this week, like sales went up at 77 percentage week on week. That looks positive, but here's the problem, right? Like traffic dropped by 22 percentage. Fewer people are seeing the means like product page. It has only 1.9 weeks of stock left at current sales velocity. That's a critical part, right? And the in-stock rate is 71 percentage, which is below our 80 percentage threshold, meaning the product was out of stock almost 30 percentage of the time this week. And the conversion rate is 2.9 percentage, which is below our 3 percentage minimum. Okay, so it is suggesting a pricing or listing quality issue. Okay, so GPT takes all of these signals and explains what likely happened and what action to take. That's the power of this tool. Okay, so next what we will do means we will do a means a live demo. Okay, so I will be explaining all these things in the visuals code, especially now, especially for the developers, AI engineers, and the job hunters watching. So let me show you the actual code running. If you want to build something like this or understand how it works, the full code is available on the GitHub. Okay, again I'm showing you the full. Okay, it's here, and all the codes like pipeline.py, insight, whatever we are seeing over here at pipeline. It will be here. Okay, insights will be here, and what are the requirements. Okay, and this is for executing the FastAPI. This is for Streamlit. Okay, and if you would like to know about the how, what is the detail, you can read this. It will give information from a layman point of view also, so anyone can understand it. Okay, so that is thing. Okay, so like the pipeline. Okay, this is the core engine. Okay, I will just explain in code actually. So the pipeline code is here. Okay. So this is the core engine, like it ingests all the three CSV files, cleans them, joins them using the Amazon unique ID, and it calculates the 10 business KPIs that applies the 8 risk flags and print the console report and saves the master CSV all in a fraction of seconds. Okay, so I'll be running this. So you can see over here what it does just for displaying purpose, right? Because through this only we can execute further. The report has come means first I would have tested in the like a unit testing, like a standalone testing. I need to check, right? So that is the part over here. Okay, same thing you can see over here, whatever we did. The next part is the insights. Okay, so here is that insights. Okay, so this imports the pipeline output, builds a structured prompt. Okay, and calls the GPT at a temperature 0.3. Okay, here is the temperature. Okay, if we keep more, the creativity will be more, right? We need not to have a lot of a creativity type of information, right? We need a better information. Okay, and we can modulate the temperature. If you want what like a policy type of things means, it should be zero, right? Because there should not be any like changes on it. But we just for user understanding purpose, I kept 3. Okay, so that we can generate a consistent output, and overall it generates the 3 section analyst report and saves it as a timestamped text file in the output folder. Okay, here is the output. uh, yeah, here is the output. I'll just execute. So it is sending the data. Here is the, it is cleaning, right? Cleaning the data, joining the data sets, calculating the metrics, okay? And flagging the issues, highest risk, inventory risk, highest risk. So sending the data, yeah, it is giving like GPT-4 insight report, the executive summary, what and all, it's flagged, and the same thing, portable. Because for first to see before, if you want to generate in UI or Streamlit or in FastAPI, first I need to do unit testing, right? First in the unit testing, the result should come well. Then only I can give it to the further. So when I was executing these things, uh, I did all these testings. Okay. So you can see, okay, the report is here. So each and every week it will be generating. Okay, same thing. This many times I have executed. Okay, every week this runs. So you get a new report automatically saved. Okay, so and next part is the tech stack, right? Here's what this I built with like Python 3.10. That's for everything. Pandas and NumPy for the data processing, like cleaning, joining, and calculating metrics. And OpenAI GPT, okay, that API for intelligence layer, that's for report writing. Streamlit for the browser UI, that is fast to build and easy for non-technical users. And FastAPI and UECon for REST API endpoint. Python.now to keep the API key secure in a .env file because we are not supposed to hard code it. GitHub for the version control, and Swagger UI, which is fast API generates automatically, zero extra work for full API documentation. Okay, so these are the things. It's not a rocket science. Okay, so we are into the final part. The full code is open source on GitHub. Okay, I am just showing here again. You can see over here. This is my thing. Go to repositories. Amazon vendor, AI analyst. Okay. readme is here, all the informations. Okay. Anyone can understand. Okay. How is the project structure? You can check this structure with the VS Code, what I have done. It will be same. Okay. So the link is in the video description also. So you can clone it and add your open API key to the .env file, run the required install requirements, and the whole thing runs immediately. So no over engineering, no complex setup, just Python, a few libraries, and your API key. And if you are an Amazon agency, an e-commerce business owner, or a developer who wants to customize this for your specific data, reach out to me on LinkedIn or check my portfolio. All links are there in the description. And one question for you guys. What challenge do you face in your Amazon or retail business? What would you want an AI analyst to flag for you automatically? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you for watching.